Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's time for my week 6 carnivore update. Now, this week has been another rough week. You can probably hear I'm still sick. I have developed a cough on top of all the sinus stuff. But for the most part, as long as I keep drinking hot herbal tea, like pretty much round the clock, I even get up in the middle of the night and have some tea. But that helps keep things thin and draining. My nose is not terribly red. This is because I use handkerchiefs instead of tissues. Tissues, for some reason, will literally make my nose raw. So through this whole thing, I have stuck with my handkerchiefs, and that has been super great. As for carnivore, this video is supposed to be about carnivore. I'm pretty sure that this week I have kicked myself out of ketosis with my natural remedies. But I really, on one hand, I don't care. My goal through this has been to heal naturally and not go to a doctor and see a doctor for whatever I've got going on. I do not want antibiotics. I don't want any of the crap that they treat you with. Now, that has been a struggle because when I go to bed and try to lay down at night, I start coughing, and I am coughing so hard that I feel like I'm going to puke. So this is actually where I think I may have kicked myself out of ketosis comes in. I don't have any there is like a little fruit fly thing that keeps like buzzing around here. So if you see me doing this, it's this stupid little, I don't know what it's doing out here. But my natural remedies are where I could potentially have kicked myself out of ketosis. I'm not positive. I refuse to get on the scale this week. I'm like, you know what? I have been sick. I have worked really hard to stay carnivore for all of this, avoid the comfort foods. And the only area where I may have messed up is with some of my natural remedies. Because when I'm coughing super hard, I have reached for honey. I developed conjunctivitis, which is, the common name is pink eye. So my eyes got a little like all gunky for a few days. And I actually used natural remedies for that too. And like you can see, it's cleared up. So you can clear up a lot of things with natural remedies. The problem is that a lot of these natural remedies, well, pretty much all of them are plants. I do believe that herbs do serve a purpose. I do believe that things like honey are amazing. Honey is great for like healing wounds. Honey is also great for illnesses. So while I'm coughing, my throat was getting sore also. So taking a teaspoon of honey kind of helped. I was actually pretty desperate to calm the cough so that I could actually get some sleep. And I was like literally going through my house going, what do I have that is, there's that bug again. There, in my house, I don't have hardly anything for over-the-counter medications. Hardly anything. Because for the most part, I do natural remedies. So I have honey, which can help with soothing the throat, and I thought that might help with the cough. And then also, I had a secret stash of dark chocolate that I was saving for like the holidays. And I got into my secret stash of dark chocolate because dark chocolate has theobromine in it, which will help with calming a cough. So I did get into the dark chocolate and have a piece of dark chocolate when I felt like I was. So I'm not sure if I did enough damage to like kick myself out of ketosis or not, because I didn't sit down and calculate the grams of sugar in a teaspoon of honey or the grams in a piece of dark chocolate. You know what I mean? But right now, I just want to get better. And if that means kicking myself out of ketosis for a few days, I don't care. I'm just going to keep going with the carnivore diet and use my natural remedies that I need to get myself better. And as soon as I am completely better, and I bought some elderberry cough syrup too. I finally caved and bought. I was like, I don't want over-the-counter cough syrups. it wouldn't matter. Those are loaded with sugar also, but my thinking was I'd rather go the more natural route, get the ones with elderberry. So I've got some elderberry syrup too to help a little. And actually, that's what I'm on right now. This is how I am able to talk to you right now, and I'm not coughing my head off because I am on an elderberry syrup to help with that. And I have my cup of eucalyptus mint tea. It's called Breathe Easy by Traditional Medicinals. And that's how I'm able to actually make a video, because I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to do this. It's like, am I going to lose my voice? Am I going to cough the whole way through? So this week for carnivore was really, really rough, and I may have kicked myself out of ketosis. I am not 100% sure. If I did, oh well. If I didn't, oh well. It only takes a few days to get back into ketosis if I did kick myself out of ketosis. And the way I figure, if I don't touch anything else and there's a little bit of sugar in my cough syrup or it, taking a teaspoon of honey, it might have been minimal enough that I didn't kick myself out of ketosis, but I'm not going to know. I'll find out. We'll see. Next week, I'll probably get on the scale and weigh myself and see what my weight is at. I don't think it's up. I'm feeling like pretty darn good weight-wise. My clothes are not tighter. Like, to me, they actually even still seem looser. This is my first time in a week wearing real clothes. I have lived in a nightgown for the last week because of being sick. I've been working from home because I'm not trying to infect my coworkers with whatever I've got, because for them it would be a trip to the doctor and they'd need some antibiotics. And for me, I'm the one that still is old school. I'm going to kick this with natural remedies. So that's basically how my week went. Being sick, this is what I've done. Like, I work, and then in the evening after work, there's that bug again. In the evening after work, I'm of course drinking my tea and either reading a book or watching MeTV. I like watching MeTV when I don't feel good. I like the really old shows. And the days that I didn't work, when I was at my sickest, I was in bed basically with MeTV running all stinking day. And of course I'm dozing and I'm sleeping through part of it. So I mean, I could sleep through Bonanza like nobody's business. I love freaking Bonanza. Gunsmoke, Wagon Train, The Rifleman. Like, I'll lay in bed and I'll watch all of those. And in the evening, of course, MASH and Green Acres and Hogan's Heroes. I love all those shows. So that's basically what my week has been like, is just trying to recover from whatever this garbage is that I managed to pick up. And I didn't have vitamin C in the house. Like, I didn't have all the vitamins that you normally take when you're sick. Like, I think I have some zinc. That's it. But all those vitamins that you normally take when you're sick, I didn't even have them in the house because for the most part on carnivore, I don't take any vitamins. So I also did pick up some vitamin C. Actually, today I picked up vitamin C. So I'll take some of that too and see if that helps me to like kick whatever this is. But hopefully I'll have a good update carnivore wise. I will say my skin is finally clearing. I don't have like any old breakouts. They're done. They're gone. So I'm at that point of carnivore where I'm starting to see the clearing of my skin, which like gets me super excited. I mean, I'm six weeks in. Usually about 2 months carnivore is when you like notice that your skin is just phenomenal and starts to glow. So I'm looking forward to that. I am using tallow bulbs on my face. So I will do a video doing a review on the Farmer Bill's tallow bulbs because I kind of like them. Not gonna lie. I'm actually liking tallow bulb as opposed to like the normal jojoba oil that I use for my skincare. But I will update you guys next week. To a certain extent, I feel like it's not a good update when I'm sick because all of that good energy that you get from carnivore, you're not experiencing it so much when sick. I will say, though, that for as sick as I have been for the last couple weeks, I feel like my energy levels have been like fairly good. I did make myself rest for a few days, but then other than that, I'm just working from home so I don't affect my coworkers. And then I'm in the evening, I'm cooking supper. So, and cleaning up the kitchen. So I'm doing some of my normal routine in the evening. And then there are other parts of the housework that I've just let go and been like, whatever. If the house is messy, house is messy. It's better that I rest and get better. But I mean, I would say as far as sick as I have been, I think my energy levels have been much improved. And years ago, I would have been running to the doctor for antibiotics because it's taken a while to get over this. But the last few years I've shied away from doing that because how do you heal your gut when you're taking antibiotics? You don't. It does too much damage, and I don't want that anymore. Unless something is life-threatening, I don't see a need for antibiotics. We overuse antibiotics in this country, and I, for the most part, am willing to let things run their course. And upper respiratory infections take about 2 weeks to run their course. They could take like 3 weeks. So, I mean, if you just let it run its course, your body will fight it off and you'll be fine. We don't need the antibiotics for the most part. But anyway, next week I'm hoping for a much better update than this week, since this week I am like a hot freaking mess all up in here. But thank you for tuning in for my week 6 carnivore update, and we will talk next week on that. And I will be posting some videos. Even though I sound like crap, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post some other videos over the coming week. I've got some reviews I want to do, and one of them is a book review. The other is a tallow bulb review. There's a couple other videos that I'm going to try to get back into like my regular posting schedule. I've just been off the last couple of weeks just because, well, I didn't feel good. And sometimes when you don't feel good, you don't want to show your face on camera. It's just the way it is. But thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys later.